All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Going into the gym right now to do back. We're going to do a bit of a check-in today. Also, and see where things are and where they're looking or how they look. Don't mind my brain. Don't be surprised if I'm halfway through a conversation and my brain just stops working worse than it normally does when I'm on high cals. This week has been a brain fog. Like, absolutely. I'll be in the middle of a sentence or conversation with a client and I'll literally just forget what I'm talking about. Or, forget to say something, or I can't, my focus is like, I know yesterday was real bad with some clients talking to me, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm saying this. I have no idea what we're talking about right now. Like, and tired as shit, too. Like, just could just lay down on the ground in the gym and fall asleep. But that's, part of the game. It's what makes you better, in my opinion, in the long run. And it's not that I'm not, I'm not eating that much. Like, 2,000, I had a couple days this week that were in the, 1918 area, which is just not normal at all, which was fine. And then the other days were like 22. I broke 230 this week, like I said I would. I'm seeming to drop about 10 pounds ish every week and a half. But this week was a death week for me. It was very low carb for most of it. I mean, I was getting 110 grams per day maybe of carbs. There was yesterday was a little higher, but I'm not starving. Like, as long as you're pacing your meals out and doing, getting them in every 3-4 hours. Yeah, I'm hungry by that. When the next meal's coming around. Last 2 days have been like starving, but it's just when they're coming around. So it's like, I don't know. So, that's where we're at. That, with weight and whatnot. So I'm really happy with that. We're gonna go train back today. All lats, gonna be a lot of pulling and rowing and that sort of thing. I'm having an issue with my left shoulder still. But once it gets warm, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I've always had some, everybody has some sort of shoulder issue, I think. So mine's not like a joint or muscle. It's just, it's coming from my back. So it's just like something's catching around my scapula area. So that's where we're at there. I'm going to have a heavy pull today, I'm sure. My strength hasn't really moved. I haven't noticed any strength changes. One thing is definite that I haven't been doing a lot of cardio. It's, some weeks I am, some weeks I'm not. It's dependent, but this week I've done cardio. I mean, it's early, but I've only done it once. But I'll get on there more and more and more. The weight's coming off without it, which is great. That's what I like. So I don't need to be too far ahead. I'm kind of just right on pace kind of right now, which is great. But hopefully by the end of next week, we'll be in the low 220s or even under, which will be the lightest I've ever been. Probably in 5 or 6 years. So we'll see what it looks like. I don't know. All I'm going by is look and how things are coming together. There's no finishing number I'm looking for. I'm going to be 220. No, if I'm caught up at 225, that's where we're going to stay. But I'm also going to try to get as lean as I fucking possibly can right now, for the most part. And I want to get it done before there's some standards I've got set for myself, meaning I want to get it done by a certain point, because there are shows coming up, one next month, which I wouldn't do, and then one in September, which the only issue, and you've probably heard me say this before on here, is summertime. And my summers are important to me, not as important as a show anymore. Do you know what I mean? My summers, I don't take time off from work. I go up to the lake, I fish, I spend a lot of time outside. And I don't want to be lugging food around on the boat. And I know I can. I do it anyway, but I like to fly by the seat of my pants up there. If I want to be out there for 10 hours, I'll be out there for 10 hours. I don't want to have to take fucking 3 meals with me out there with no cooler. And I can do it, but to me, it's a holiday. I don't want to have to think about that. I'll take a meal out there, something easy. Like, I'm not going to be taking my chicken and rice out there. Like, I've done it once. It's fucking a bad idea. So that's it. We've all got priorities, and that's where they sit. So if I could get my weight low enough before summer, and I can maintain and or still, stay on track anyway, like 70% of the time when I'm not up at the lake, I shouldn't have an issue in September, if that makes sense. So again, we'll see. Maybe this show will become more important than my summers are. I could still go up. I mean, that's what I mean. I'm just going by the seat of my pants. All I know right now is I'm cutting. I want to cut. I needed to cut. I was spilling over everywhere. I was done with that bulk. It was a good bulk, but not as... Where is happening? There's pylons everywhere. I see. But not as clean as it should be, as how I would prefer it, okay? Again, you surround yourself with certain people that like to eat out a lot, which I don't mind having 1 or 2 meals a week out and keeping on track the rest of it in the off season. But it was, sometimes it just gets out of hand, and you got to do your thing at the end of the day, right? Or everything comes off the rails. You can never rely on others. You have to do it yourself, and that's how this works. Same with training partners. People ask me, you like training with people? There's a couple people I like training with, but for the most part, no. I mean, I like they're there for I'd like to have a partner just for chest day and legs. The rest of the time, and I just for the spotting part of it. But the rest of the time, I don't care. I've got one good dude that I train with that he's there to work out, and we push each other. And he knows a lot about training. I'm not just there to take the plates off for him and fucking for them to lay on the machine or sit on the machine while I'm pulling plates off and putting plates on and and basically training somebody. And I hate that. I want it to be equal across the board, and that's why I've always not really trained with somebody, because they're either late, they don't do certain things, you end up teaching and doing all the work, and I don't want any of that. I can do that myself when I'm in there, and I don't need somebody with me to fucking mess that up. So I work better by myself in many aspects. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Then it's getting hot in here. And then I'm going to run home, have meal 2, Then I got to run to work. Yes, I know it's a holiday, but I got lots to do today. It's actually quite a busy Friday for a day off, but I got lots of rescheduling to put in old clients again for fall. I got new people starting for fall. It's a long, yeah, it's a busy day. So, and there's something else I got to do. I just don't remember. Of course. Oh, then I got to go do cardio later. Yeah, I'm at another gym, doing my cardio and tanning there. Why? I might do my cardio at this gym sometimes, but I picked this gym because number one, like this other second gym, because it's close to my house. I can get extra tanning in, and I can get extra cardio in. And if I have a rest day, which I had yesterday, I could just whip over there real quick. It's close to my gym. It's close to where I live, and I can knock out 30 minutes cardio and come back and not have to drive 30 minutes to do cardio. And yes, I could do it in my gym, but I got to get out of my gym for a break. I'm in there 10, 12, 13 hours a day. And the only reason I leave my gym to go work out somewhere else is just to see other people. If I never left that gym, I would not know what's going on in the real world. I would not be around other people, and I would not get any air, fresh air. And I'm already in that bubble enough that going there extra is it's too much. You don't want to get sick of your surroundings, and you know what I mean. So, but yeah, so we're almost at the gym here. If I don't run over people, and we're gonna get this party started with some back. I'm gonna film it and or film top sets or do something. I don't know, and then we're gonna strip down and see how things are coming along at this 228 weight, and then head I think head home and eat. So, all right, see you inside. I can't turn this off. Alrighty, so we just finished back day. This is where I'm going to wrap this video up. It was good, really good back day. I break down the workout a bit. I didn't film everything.
everything. I filmed 3 movements. There was a seated row superset with straight arm push downs. That never got filmed because there's too much back and forth going into the place. It's fucking smoked today, so I didn't film that. I was close, but I didn't. Started with lat pull downs. Used a different cable system today, which was heavy as fuck. About 230 I pulled down with, and normally I do like 280, 290, somewhere in there. So that's the new lat pull down machine I'm going to start using. Then we moved on to the seated row straight arm push downs. Superset with straight arm push downs. And then we went to a machine lat pull down movement. Palms are facing in. It was a real nice squeeze at the bottom, so that was good. And then finished with hammer strength rows for 4 plates. So it was a good day all around. Now we're gonna have an update, see how things are. Like I said, it was 228.6 or something like that this morning, so it was good. It was good. So let's get this shit started. Oh, fuck. Coming in the gasoline. So this is just front relaxed, which is always a terrible look when you're fat. We're almost there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. Terrible. Try to flex the chest. That's not a good one. I gotta work on that. Then side by. Well, see a look at the back.